Appalachian Forest National Heritage Area, where history is growing. We celebrate the interaction of the forest and the people who live here. Historic sites, artisans, working forests, communities, and natural areas network together to offer visitor destinations, educational experiences, events, and recreation. We aim to strengthen small businesses, communities, and grassroots organizations by encouraging asset-based tourism, fostering local economic development, and building regional partnerships. In conserving and interpreting a broad range of forest opportunities, we improve our forests and our communities. Appalachian Forest National Heritage Area, or AFNHA, works in 18 counties in the highlands of West Virginia and western Maryland. From Allegheny and Garrett counties in Maryland, down the spine of the mountains to Greenbrier County, West Virginia, these places share related forest resources and history. Starting in 2001, WVU Division of Forestry and Extension Service brought together a stakeholder group to create a forestry trail. The vision soon widened, and Appalachian Forest Heritage Area, Inc. was created in 2003. The board and stakeholders decided to seek National Heritage Area status while continuing their work across the region. AFHA completed a feasibility study with over 120 local letters of support, which was approved by the National Park Service in 2006. But for official designation, all National Heritage Areas need a bill through Congress. Our first bill was introduced in 2013. It was finally passed in March 2019, making us an official National Heritage Area.
We tell stories of the logging boom of the Industrial Revolution, the beauty of Seneca Rocks, the folk traditions passed down through the families, and forest management techniques used today. We share these stories through exhibits and scenic waysides, forest hikes and community festivals, historic small towns, and unique natural places. These things and more are woven together to create the Appalachian Forest National Heritage Area. The forested mountains of the Central Appalachians are a unique landscape. As part of one of the most extensive hardwood forests in the world, rare remnants of northern species are found in high-altitude glades and barrens, often mixing with southern species in an abundance of biodiversity. Beautiful public lands are available for leisure activities such as hiking, outdoor sports, hunting, and fishing. Forestry is the science and art of managing forests. Foresters manage forest land for multiple purposes, such as sustainable lumber harvest, production of desired species, wildlife management, and recreation. With the assistance of scientific forestry and public land holdings, the depleted forests of the early 20th century have regrown. Today, the forests are a significant source of livelihood, production, and beauty. A visitor can learn about forestry at our experimental forests and state forest trails. The forested mountain landscape influenced history regionally and locally. The forests harvested during the logging boom helped build and fuel the Industrial Revolution within our country. We have stories about Civil War soldiers returning safe to camp because of a local trail they knew. Stories about Italian immigrants laying railroad tracks and settling in our area. Stories of the Civilian Conservation Corps building fire towers for the Forest Service. These stories make up our history. We honor these stories by supporting historical societies, small museums, historic preservation efforts, and tourism to special historic locations. There is a strong sense of place in our region, resulting in unique Appalachian folkways and traditions. Originally born from necessity, people used the abundant natural resources of the forest to create practical objects, which now provide inspiration for today's heritage artisans. Folklore, superstitions, oral history, and other stories passed from generation to generation present a window to the culture. They show artistic creativity, providing entertainment and shared memory throughout the area. Local pride in the rich culture is celebrated through the area's many fairs and festivals.
AFNHA works in multiple ways across our region, supporting partners and initiatives with shared goals. Our AmeriCorps members provide assistance to partner sites through their direct service. The AFHA AmeriCorps program has grown from 10 members in 2007 to 40 members in 2019. Our AmeriCorps members gain experience in conservation, forestry, historic preservation, tourism, cultural heritage, and community development. Members commit to a year of service with partner sites. Conservation members that serve in the fields improve public lands through restoring and protecting ecosystems. Outreach and education conservation members concentrate on increasing community interest in the environment and conservation projects. We have AmeriCorps members planting trees, organizing river cleanups, removing invasive species, giving lessons at schools, and working on forest management techniques. Cultural Heritage AmeriCorps members serve with historical sites and museums and with partners that promote and celebrate local art and artists. They create exhibits, organize archives, lead history tours, and promote community involvement in cultural heritage projects and events. Community development members serve to benefit local communities, revitalizing old buildings, creating new uses for forgotten spaces, and supporting Main Street development and projects are ways in which they enrich our region. Festivals and public events bring in new visitors while allowing natives to celebrate their local spaces with pride. These members promote tourism in our region and create networks of visitor experiences. Our historic preservation hands-on teams serve on projects to improve historic infrastructure. They restore windows, roofs, floors, and stabilize foundations to preserve public historic buildings. With an emphasis on adaptive reuse, our hands-on team works hard to rebuild communities brick by brick. AFNHA collaborates with individuals and groups alike. We place AmeriCorps members with partner sites and assist in their ongoing projects and initiatives. We work with willing partners who share similar values and goals. We aim to facilitate partnerships across county and state lines and to find common ground between diverse groups. A few of our partners are listed here, but we are working to expand this list. The Appalachian Forest Discovery Center showcases the AFNHA with a permanent exhibit exploring our themes as well as an annual rotating exhibit. The 2019 annual exhibit, Creating Culture, Ethnic Groups in the Appalachian Forest National Heritage Area, highlights those who have immigrated here and their impact on our shared culture. The Discovery Center is open Thursday through Sunday, May through October. The AFDC is located on the first floor of the Darden Mill in Elkins. Using the ArcGIS Story Maps platform, we narrate the region using photos and words connected to a map. These maps showcase tourism sites connected by the themes of our region. Thematic tour maps are an effective tool to promote the assets of our area. They make our unique Appalachian forest story accessible to locals and potential visitors alike. A recent project is our Pollinator Initiative. Conservation groups, both nationally and internationally, are working to support native pollinators through pollinator initiatives. We are creating a network of individuals and groups aiding pollinators and raising public awareness of practices, projects, and events to benefit native plant and pollinator species. Your organization can sign our AFNHA Pollinator Resolution and take part in this wonderful project.
In March 2019, we achieved a major milestone and became one of 55 National Heritage Areas designated through the National Park Service. What does that mean for the future of the Appalachian Forest? After many attempts in previous bills, Appalachian Forest National Heritage Area was designated in March 2019 as part of the Conservation Management and Recreation Act. Since 2013, our bills have been co-sponsored by all of our West Virginia and Maryland legislators from both parties. Senator Joe Manchin was lead sponsor in the Senate, and Representative David McKinley was lead sponsor in the House. National Heritage Areas are large, lived-in landscapes where historic, cultural, and natural resources, when linked together, tell a unique, nationally significant story. National Heritage Areas collaborate with communities to make heritage relevant to local interests and needs. Appalachian Forest Heritage Area, before becoming national, has functioned as a heritage area nevertheless. With national designation, we will have increased visibility and capacity. We are one of 3 National Heritage Areas in West Virginia and one of 3 in Maryland. National Heritage Area designation gives us national recognition, promotion, and assistance from the National Park Service. We will develop a management plan to guide how our partnerships, goals, and strategies will function moving forward. National Heritage Area designation does not create new federal land ownership, new zoning or regulations, and does not change land management for private or public land. We do not impact any individuals or groups who do not wish to participate, as we only work with willing partners. NHAs are not national park units. Rather, the National Park Service provides technical assistance, distributes matching federal funds, and partners with NHA entities.
AFNHA is in the beginning stages of developing our management plan. We look to the National Park Service, consultant experts, our board, partners, stakeholders, and public input for guidance, and we want your help. Each National Heritage Area designs its own unique management plan. Starting with a list of natural, recreational, historic, cultural, and scenic assets, we will look at resources, tourism sites, and community organizations. The plan will discuss goals, strategies, and potential projects, and will describe our partners and ways that we can work together. Our interpretive plan will describe our themes and stories and how we communicate them. The business plan will look at how our organization works and moves towards long-term sustainability. All of this will then be summed up in a 5-year action plan. Through this process, we will reach out to new and current partners and individuals for their feedback. People can participate through attending public meetings we will hold across the area, or by filling out 1 or more surveys to express their opinions and priorities. For those interested in more involvement, we will have specialized task groups helping with specific elements of the plan, plus a working group that will meet several times through the management planning process to address big picture decisions for the plan. This is a very exciting and transitional period for us, and you can be a part of it. How can you get involved? You can sign up to become a member of AFNHA and receive our monthly newsletters. Here you will find links to the input surveys, information about the management planning process, stories about work our AmeriCorps members and partners are doing, upcoming events, and volunteer opportunities. You can attend and participate in public meetings and let us know what matters to you. Word of mouth is a powerful thing. By telling people about AFNHA, you are extending the reach of what we can do to support forest heritage. Like us on Facebook and share our posts. If you want to go a step further than a survey or a public meeting, there are a variety of ways you can help get involved in the planning. Share with us about assets or sources of information you know about. Be a local contact to help set up meetings and to reach organizations and potential partners in your community. Join the working group, which will hold periodic meetings to discuss big picture decisions for the plan. Participate in a task group for an interest area or a component of the plan. Tell us on your survey how you want to help. We welcome you as a stakeholder in Appalachian Forest's National Heritage Area.